Martin, it's obvious that we should be driven by the customer, and yet it seems that in organizations we are getting further and further away from them. Why is that?
It's a very good question. Let me just try to see if we can illustrate it by using a very simple story here. So if you imagine that you in business are basically selling products and your goal is very simple. You want to sell products. And in the good old days, you want to earn money and have happy customers. That was in the good old days. That was back in the 50s, I'm told. But then something interesting happened. That was what we call the KPIs, right? The KPIs changed over time. And suddenly people said, hey, we want to go down Wall Street. We want to be stock listed. So therefore, we want to have more information as a company. So can you break down those divisions and functions you have and give us a little bit of insight about what's going on so I can make my investments more informed? So we broke down these things and it worked really well. All of these things were small KPIs and they all worked fantastically well, right? Then something happened. That silver lining you had back in the days slowly started to disappear. I mean, every division suddenly realized if I had my own KPIs, then I had to optimize that, not caring about what the other ones were. So suddenly these small KPIs became their own little ecosystem. And that little silver lining you once had, which were defining the happy customers, disappeared out of the window. Now it's more important that Division A was optimized and delivering things in a smart way. This is the reality today. And the best way of illustrating that was from Maersk, the largest shipping company in the world, where we were called in. We realized customers were not very happy. I went into the customer service center in Shanghai. And there I realized that every single complaint arriving was categorized as force majeure. Force majeure, you mean earthquakes? That's true. So we went back to the system and asked why. And we realized it's very simple. If you tick force majeure with one little box, then you don't have to fill out more forms. If you don't fill it out, you have to fill out 3 forms more, taking 7 times more. So why did that happen? Very simple. That little division was measured on time. How quickly can you turn around that complaint? Suddenly they became an ecosystem. Suddenly everything became an ecosystem. And suddenly they were removing themselves from the customer focus. So the KPIs were the foundational breakdown in the organization, removing, in this case, Maersk from its customer focus.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you.